bi ho akra yebekọ edweso aba ni akọ akọhwe say dey potin na say na election ni koso by election no ekoso ewo edweso nti kosen Samson Kenya Miche di Cowboy amane efi edweso krom district police command honom na omu hyase 7 pepepe ya no omu fiti ase ankrofo ko baako nti wo fie na wo edweso constituency na wonya nko ya bomodia bonwefo wonwefo besiasefo mu nyina by election die batmumpie na munkoyi MP a obehwe constituency ne so ana obedi monim ewo constituency ho nti ya ebekọ akọje report no na de ye adwendwen ho na ipa die anti-LGBT kill bill no de owura dafia makpo saudai emrahye bedwani de kodan high court no ono ne de na ode call high court no ode na hi asem a eye sedia yenhye mampani yirekete enti ode court ana okosere court no se ne rate nson no wonyimu baako no opese ode ye adwuma no ye mandamus de enhye ye de eye adwuma no enti court no enhye mampani se krache fa won sashem ade na se na meye mra omma no be 7 days enhye nanso yese enra Justice Ellen Emrekutina adwam no won se menhye no sesensa mandamus we mi issue ni say na issue che say asemi ya mu ewo Supreme Court dada nti mini sutumi nti na che say wa boss mandamus written na order no na Saudai emrahye bedwani Roxanne Dafia mako ehwehwe no wabo ediegu nti sisi ade wa twen mu a na ye twen Supreme Court eno ye bedie ho nkoma afei na che say party for na ye campaign ankasa oni se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ahye ni Eastern Region to anane campaign to no wa hyase wo Eastern Region ensemo a wodi atudwa no ebi eni youth empowerment mehwe se mabunu benya adwuma ye me digitization be kontia project kanana ne dwurim die eni ade ni nyina ewa ha nti ye bedie ho enkomo na mampani dada John Dramani Mahama enso ewo etifin do fam ono nso aka che mampani na nado se kukurukosem no awo ye no na no me nkote a wo se wo kwa wo babie mu ana wo didi obedi wa ade beba eye nyankopon ne si hene na wonim se wo mamu hanso ye to aba eninti se de na no wo ye ya wo ma election no ye wie na nipa bi mu awuo no sa na apese wo ya wontumi nya ni sa de obetimi de agya legacy a ebeye nkaidum pa eni se wo behwe se abato no bekoso totin enti wei ensem wei mi ensa ena no peye adwendwen ya asaneta no political analyst sada ena chairman Kwadwo Boateng Ajiman maka chairman na manakama no ebribi ye epuye mantemu NPP regional chairman nti ene de onye chairman bio wokope ye won batamfa Ose once a chairman always a chairman and once an honorable always an honorable and a chair and a chair due to nya wonye boy troublesome pa and honorable Ebenezer Oklitete Labi or your MP Lower Menya Krobo abishan for me mamu emamu achi mamu akwaba
ejoso style
se bibia boko de
adom na Nsroma
enye boko samo enye bete
ye bedru campaign so
David enye campaign na me kama matitram sem
enye bete
enye bete ana se ya una ye host no me na musa se die ntina enye bete na enye bete fa me musa
o hefa
o fire
unka sa presidential candidate no ka say enye bete Joseph something
okay let me call you back I'm on TV I was going to call you
ko campaign sa twini pa na o say enye bete campaign ne sa no ma
na campaign we nye campaign ya sitram sem
na nickname no enye bete
nyame bo ni wiase obo Adam and Eve wiase nye bete da
edru ho mommy onko why
David na
over daily guide na no
said the papa on said
but your papa
said the papa on so apam na tade fefefe no member of parliament no say enye bete ya beside Adam and Eve say nyankopon buy obeto mu edi ntrom no obija o say na brabo na bete
Se me di mo achi a mo de munya me se e bedru campaign so amoma ye campaign
Adekye na o kan o na betre time be campaign
enya campaign na mo be yi
for me personally be mama I say there obaya tifo ya
honorable sisi a problem pa ni say campaign na mo be na make na
yeah problem I mean it's about bibia enkoyi organization na make
anya botre ebi wo hono na mo de adane nsem fufuro
ansem be na de adane fufuro and then o dukani o mikro o mo hwe o se dukani
have you seen
no
they do one now
me cry o say me buy TV into o mo hwe o ma friends say say dukani o hono so they can have access to
I don't so far
na wo be ka kania so na introduce you dum so
now
it's in what is your problem
on step by step
President Kufuor say
oh jai
President Kufuor onu bi instead so akoto machines abadi aye
jai
o mo compare o nsuo no so say nsuo no
na introduce you dum so
dum so no enye offend is NDC that did dum so by
of yen shase wate na yen shase o daily guide anti-LGBT emra no na said the nkasa da emra chi bedwani hope say court no be ma kwan na nka ya hye mampani amode ne sa shase court ni say da if he say as in people na nkasa open kafra
that's it. I mean share honorable okay like
okay
I mean share chairman Kojo Ajima. Na wo team ne wo production team obia meche o ahwefo ne obi biara na niji UTV ho. I'm say about 3 weeks ago me dey say bi eto no one fa wo voice anka ho ntia ba ade no I am Mr. Abisa. Police administration interdiction bi o moye ye no. Me pa IGP Chelsea on fa the NC form. Na when reinstate nkofo 16 no ye interdict wo mo regional command Greater Accra regional command no na dawroma menim so betumi aye enye de ma no na bone prumsa na de metu na mo akọ na se menya kwan mabuku appointment na bia me na di nkitaho ene sensem bia mentumi mfa nto kasa fidie so na another social issue Ring Road Societe General ho eko GBC no. This development eko ho eko so media no ekwan mfimfi no ndua na ye dua wo ho no. Sa se Malifo se Burkina Faso nkola ye omo sesrade na ommame mu. Omo age eho nyina fa atutu ade no so nyina ma eho aye kwabo. Ndua no kra ye dua ho no dua no astati ebubu etutugu. And it is not just at that section, but various points in Accra. Again, the sector minister Moye Afahun, especially the gender, your friend is saying, I don't know if it is under their jurisdiction. Otherwise, the Greater Accra regional minister, MSA, Efan, who says, Sir, Nkrofono Moses Radio, Maji, Yakwamuna, so I found Kolanketing everywhere. Yanya Bibin Fahun, I answered that in Ibia, Edwin Biba. Car be better free na yame amfa fia na kotwa fa nipa bebre so because mo traffic kwa no mo doso and that is my appeal to whichever sector is responsible for that normal na ecos women this anti-LGBT whatever it is that was sent to court has been shut down na me enyame the only painful thing is that NSA NPP4 ankasa no hardly say omo ebe discuss this particular issue with their main nkofo a omo di omo anim no say edi omo nya because when you meet them they tell you say they are not happy about the president's refusal to accept the bill, let alone sign. They tell us, and I'm not making it up. If you are listening to me, I'm not making it up. Your people, they tell us that they are not happy because some of them tells us not just sebi or more communicators say no mushiakeke. I am paying for more bem. People feel say His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo has intentionally prepared and packaged the party to opposition because Ghana are not ready to accept anything called sebi tumutumu. enti omampani akwanya wonya ewo Ajazira a ototo papa so na ye bo na chi saa na oba Ghana na okọ asori dem ko hye ye bosse enye ne penso na saade we ye de ba be ha Ghana fi se ye gi amamredi na ja ye kote da kakra ye te da kakra anche bia na Kamala Harris bae Vice President of the United States oba ye okoka ho asem kakra omampani se na saade no kropo nipa kakra bi handful na omodi akọ na me final authority no ampampa so wa kire sa su no say ade Ghana fo nyina chi enkramufo asorefo traditionalist obia mpe a omampanyina wote so anka wo bede beji wanimunyam na anka wo be kofie ya ka say NPP abreso na ye bo sebe trumu eguye a Ghana ejina na so brand say onjentum ene owura omampanyina da wo ye ne ba bi ko mills ye da so boni din wo jinaya sebe verbally utumi eka kire English abrochi say when na mode ba be kire yakwa ansa na mo abreye so called ADD and ye monfa mo de it is only his essence na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and all play deceptive game because according to say anmako konde oko anafo typical ho so na aba anafo bibisa na ho na ye because uko Ajazira the oko kan ye na ma omunye ntini wo mem ha omo hye ase say agitation na wo call for no omo hye ase no wo ba fie aye kan na wo asori dem ko dane wa no a kire no wo san be dane wa no biem and his refusal to accept it and sa letter na owura anti-LGBT to etro kiro ye no tells us clearly a kan kire Ghana fo nyina say papa no sabe bi esikanti ana bibinti ompesa wo de nsa be hye saade na ase na sabe wo mampani your excellence ba bia wanyina dui baby a wanyina dui one na obeta wo say opese oyi fi asase so at 8 po mefa say obi hye da kropo say wayi wajo nkwa firi wo sem a be ya de na nka baby a wo fi adu wadi nkyene bia fine ade na be ye no munyam shama wo ne MPP say wa bam wa breso na wo gina brane ka say saade we Africa enye part of us and so the Nana do watch his excellency come here to say ono wan rechi o kan so obi she yi owura duro mi achi o mo wan no it tells me clearly say won so obi she wachi America fo ni British fo yi wan you understand nti am I ye nyina ya aye prekese aye na and the MPP are not happy say no green said they make me boa amongst themselves they know na sister ya wogidi say MPP ni betumi atia kasafidie bia so na babia na ya interview aka say ye de LGBT ni ya gitum mabusu ni ya gitum. Interestingly, it is only His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo's family and ye nim say there's a record of a pure gay person. Inti abedu na so a one sign no and na ma ye kọ dig some information we nyina bai. And can some fata say better kasafidie so ni aka say wabusuam mo na mo sha say way back in the 50s. Wo Ghana ha. Into mampani ye bibi fa ho e mankrofo nye odum. Ghana is a sovereign country. Unfortunately for us, we buy and the sovereign entity of Ghana we be year fi ho 1st July. Anka Ghana ni sunsun pa no we be year fi ho we gusa holiday no. Into Ghana cry eti ho sesi ano ye ni sunsun biem. Into o mampani emfa the nancy from crofon to ne fu ye. Na on make sure say sa die we we dey nsa be sha se mai. I can tell you say or sign say ye njim tumo ha. The MPP's campaign are more yen, whichever way percentage or more, it will go up. Because it would have been part of their campaign mantra say yen your best sign say trumu yen jim tum. And come over to the proper their campaign say yen a yan jantum na sanka NDC for one kamonka or mon sign it. You could have upped your game. But the way no matter the bread no CCC. Ahemfo nsema sorry ansa na sorry bechi amene no ni nyina akoma campaign no ayesayo and I want to pray in conclusion say a friend say National House of Chiefs omo issue statement to that effect say His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo the consistent disrespect to our traditional authorities no omo issue statement and yes omo so no de na do kan say obi share kire nwan omo no nche say ye nyina kojoto this aya honam de ma no be say na do on fa den san sha se
it was a daily guide report in ho free high court by nra
daily guide me chair you just you're still looking good.
Thank you.
In pennyful and model my right on my back table. We show no baby or tea. It's a gamma check remember. So free easting or higher and I won't cry. Yeah, also my effort. Micha part in pennyful, I'm sure about me and ra repair on my region. Ebe dig ma wo hono ma be share na nanom ne asofo mpanimfo ne party mpanimfo you made you be die eso region na nipa ye anopai mpanimfo ra samia uku be regional chairman ina edi hu komo madaroma o mo fidi kese so nti you say mrebam na wasi edi hu komo so ebe di hu komo
oh sure
na tossing me the topic I dey to for ya yedi hu komo ya e bia ya free ban no pay me ensam no bi wo kra na o ka hu se de o pija no ade aye hwe ya nkan show bia se bia wan ka wan hwe ya untimi nkan ba nisi so o se party for se o mani nye hu se de se na do insign bill no na yedi kan ya bo penifo bebre sabi anti-gay bill ya edaho ayedi honkomo yi washa president be mi nu omo ya kandifo omo abedi kan a ni nyina omo di honkomo bija so umu hwan pa na tumi etu ho anamo ti se de ne ebia ba bia akodu a ene bi ni nam court ene nam supreme court because the court decision nti ene ne ye ka se na nado se na nado enye na adwen se opese sign bill no ana se na nado nye ready se sa anti-gay bill no obema na yebeja tumo Ghana na the old onu ko gina ho ka kire obroni se onfa ne sika ni ade I don't know why introduce law that time crowd it was very easy say executive just send a bill to parliament say ya anti-gay bill I don't know and ne ubo obidin somehow obia on the right to so timi akaje so nanado busuani eyebi what does that mean to this country and no can it force nanado say nti ade say yem right say nanado say because ni nua yebi nti osan a e ba be affect na na say die na de no so na danfo yebi nso e ye na danfo yebi all call the whole Ghana say yen santo abama ni bio ora John Mahama at the time I can anti-gay bill in between or no any Professor Mills someone may be 8 years and among Ben and over 2 years within the country to tell us say they are ready to introduce that particular law but all this time the discussions things that has gone through the parliament you cannot even give credit to Nanado by saying so wa hwekra mona could do baby say ne parliament tumi aka say ya yemra command say on sign ya yemra command say on sign eno no nya man credit but the no atam asem the court a citizen you are telling us so no the only right so no so be to sign na so if we all believe the laws in the country there let the law take its course and at the end of the day no baby I'm running down ya di beto sabi judge now come oko dismiss motion na member of parliament they call you ono so e Ghana ni o e Ghana ni and a judge no so obetuma catch say judge no support gay ana can you say that but here is a case o di hu komo catch say ade na o come parliament o come papa ne so on sign enye court na be hye no say uncle sign because the second branch of government a parliament the executive is the president just as parliament come sign as we come sign at the end of the day and your man that says you do baby na president and sign e be emra anamboa
Don't worry, say parliamentarian ha.
Oh, there be so amra nti ebia me ka say why your research edu ho no nti ebia na me de minimum ebia na oh so say we me judi and I trust you say you are a smart lady that is say and your man kitin ya onna mu communication ni ne man ya ade nyina nti wo ko fa topic ba me ni be ya na wo free ba so nti no say onu jidi say parliament jidi say president and sign na emrendi du ho na be emradia. What is all this this argument going to court and all those things? Issue near there. Now you see, ye this ankomo wo krom ha omo making as if say sa de na parliament here no. Na anti na ye krom ha no na ye gatum. Is that what the law means? The parliament here no omo can chere Ghana for say Ghana na you believe gayism. That is not the case. Already a constitution angasa parliament the year jumano. They are against it. And also say ni hono mo a member of parliament here on can change so no mo yemra. Emra no mo ye no. E board ye na e wo ho de na na asede. And at the same law no e na o ma open up. Say yemfa bi nka ho. Yemfa punishment bi meka ho. It's number one. Already our laws in the lands are against it. It is in the constitution. It is there common na ye di na sip say ase o ma be bibi fufuro. O e dey no my and make the whole world pretend say oh nanado e ya yemra bi na nanado engine too. You see, these are political season. They dey omu ye nyina and crofo a omu di e. You see, so be to na mo ya na be dey no bisa me ho ne say. It is an crofo we no. Is it seriously they have Ghana in their heart now? Sam George odi anim e dey nsem pa na wanka di owura John Mahama time mother Roma te say dey otu oba ko fa asem aba journalist e no mu bisa no ho asem say gay niema ye kan ya papa yi kan ho asem ya na bi ye na damfo a ye di hu nkomo e dey pa ana mo na mo pese mutu dey asem no ka kire o ka kire say dum so nkofo kan ye dum o come di Ghana for by this time e be di gay hu nkomo on all Rasam George I'm also champion the law na yem bisa yan ho say sa campaign season ya ye bo na nado ye bo ni din ye si on sign asumi say na nado so on sign a owura John Mahama so pakunwa di on me kanche Ghana for say ye si ye to abama na obesign on kan obabia me gina ha me defend no on kan obabia ni opeso kan kache okosi asofo e wo tema so for two ahimfo ti ho no mu e dey asam no kai the same thing we repeat it today or see because yendi ye ho na economy no enye that strong you depending on the foreign earnings ntinu omu di saade we be hye ye kon a yentumi enka ho asem ever no kai we be defending fuck Google and come and tell me wherever Owura John Mahama ebe ka kire say so no ba ye di tumi mana obe sign or call to a yampia mukoba won say na because before say the Christianity and other religion ye nyina agitum say we enye your culture intinu ene yemfa kwan bia so na yemfa blackmailing Ghanaians to say yes amra we are eno ene be twe MPP abafom anana do ansan a eno ni mo agenda eno ni ade a mo ayire mo ho NDC ayire no ho epushia but for yourself no one obi engina ba bi nkan kire me say number one Professor Carr say ene komo fa musika no oyemra I was expecting that. Number two, Owura John Mahama era as a president na gate yasi and among ben and 2 years to decide and say me papa crow farm me man be the vice president me man be the president no me ye law against gay or call launching the book and you na for call launching book or call the chairman man for launching his book no ye gay wasn't his friend. So you see any money be one ye di hunkomo ye di hunkomo as if say ye ho kwan say betumi aya ye ni ho kwan so a my try say na me hwe wani mu na say de na baby a otibia na me boapa na me do compare bibi to making sure say at the end of the day no eno ene be ma waka wano atum e wo baby a oti asem no e wo court asem no wo court. Number one, court decided one motion. The second one is in Supreme Court. Let Supreme Court decide by the law. Onipa no the assembly court to make a say. Now, President must hold on this bill because so somebody's right. And let's exercise if the Constitution allowed the Parliament to did what they did.
Thank you. No one High Court and so kind. Honorable Feminti.
You me that say, Mechia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Baby, I will be on Kwafu John. On finding some NCA. The obetumi aye no oka, the ontimi nye no oka. Na ansa na met to Africa, I would have wished say, me wo tape no ho. Anka oba ma bo. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kan about gay ni lesbian. Right, e wo Ghana ha no.
E dey tape na o ni tape.
Ono o tape o ma
on phone na phone dey step.
Mami mo
wa obo John Mahama wa nanti o Ghana ha.
Mami mo no.
You say I had the BBC. So o kan o baby a we can opa me time so mo mo ni.
Wo kasa no na baby ono nya adwume ka che ne se bedru ni so nti ujai.
No the person phone na ye dey wa ha no but enye no nso nti na ni so.
Video ni wo phone ne so na me dey ato che. You okay? And this how they can want to papa.
No, we see one so.
Okay, Mati.
What mommy and mommy kasa.
And sorry. Memo tape no na one promise Ghana for hold on. One promise Ghana for say. One promise Ghana for say obo sign law na. O the time na can na be man na say.
That's it.
Tape ni bread.
Make your point.
Me see be person me both tape no. Me both tape nko na me nkasa bi nko abepe.
O de ko fabra ne bo.
Enti yenko. O de start talking. I will give you your phone now our body. Enti koso.
Idamose. Yeah.
Yes, honorable.
Say your media for your best rem all can of him say what tape no. What say His Excellency John Dramani Amaka or can I say or no or Assemblies of God ni or your Ghana ni of your busiemu na onye LGBTQ and tum na oba sign it. What then they go far meba then they go far sa assembly by once upon a time His Excellency Mills JE Mills the same Al Jazeera and BBC for BBC and one same and no can say sika kakra obede ma yenti ena womode sa womode sa gay and lesbian rights e ba be say kon wa hadia womfa wo sika okan His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so record waka say ono so no oye Christoni that he doesn't support it na onye opportunity obe sign na oni bi ekosi ye Omampenyi Nana Akufo-Addo ni Bawumia. They also had opportunity. Oko Al Jazeera no bisa na sem. Ono say it is bound to happen in Ghana. Okay, say it is bound to happen in Ghana. When you know can say there isn't much pressure groups near the any one advocating for those rights no e Ghana. A time will come some for no e sorry. And okay say there no anche ena yeti say gay phone ababebie office ewo Accra enche ena yeti say we start say we advocacy we di billboards near the territory chrome enche na ehu say we di school curriculum we di sa gender ade ekoshemu eye noise ewo Ghana no ena ehu say because of what the president has said ending the position on this gay and lesbian rights no among for who coin 7% we do have Ghana Hanamo because president said it is bound to happen wasan ka tell wo mu say among for gada no omu put pressure it will happen in this country. Yeah, you can't say and the good thinking people, the right people, I mean Ghanaians are womu dream your tradition, your beliefs near them eba together. No, say no. Say na Omanpenyi Akufo-Addo ni ba sa gay and lesbian rights aba Ghana hanum pe. Ampa. You starting say womu gather any pressure eba eye consultations starting say womu drafty bill no. America 40 who asem no. Kamala Harris eba Ghana hanum eno be ka cho Omanpenyi say Omanpenyi matise nkrofo yi epese omudi sa bill ya etia lesbians ni gays wo book activities or Ghana anima o see Omanpenyi say ono no you the final authority into omunye de omunye edu so a ena ebehu de obefa ampa ye the bill yi aba parliament ya ye nwedwuma de yemi won kwa say attorney general ankasa kwa no e contribute here e man views on the bill e ma ya pass bill na time na ye bill no obi Supreme Court obi the court say we must stop parliament from going ahead with the bill and the Supreme Court can say look the court cannot stop parliament from doing its duty. The duty of parliament say ye mra ni wia ye de bekwa akoma president no one has sent it ana say obeka say mra yi mi mfa nyedwuma o Ghana na woman can say I saw the headline a court has shut down NDC. Daily Guide as usual. Look mami issue now the court no they all can say and yes says we must transmit the bill no to the presidency. Not presidency entry na dream. The presidency on sign it. On the reason why on sign it. So the reason why and I say correction be on person and set of sign here. Yeah, the bar. When we bring it back to parliament, it doesn't have to go back to the president. Yeah, correction is we are. You vote also. I'm telling you the reason why I say no, yet to me vote also and pass no. It must go to the president for the president to tell us why he will not sign. So why no? You say need to be correcting year. You correct it. You vote also in parliament. And then the problem is that president bill no kura my man kachi my presidency on kura. He doesn't want to see it. And it is so because you not see president because no one for asifo bi no na practicing gay and you know anything on person or passing gay now. Yes, it is true. You be atum sa. Anything no the can say president say what you will tell us will you sign or you will not sign. If you will not sign, give us a reason. If the reason is tangible now, you remember parliament. Now you better to swaba. What do you say?
To me, no, because
maybe the American court ni say court what the American the relief no seeking. The relief no say yes and they say you send so say you see the bill must be transmitted as the constitution says.
And court says
and then the same court no aka kire obi say untimi endicate entire parliament say no be na adwuma. It is only the constitution that can determine say na adwuma. And then the court is telling parliament how to do its work. The high court is trying to tell us what to do. It is the bill ba the constitution see yem president. Now president is trying to do also. Court no say we cannot or we shouldn't. And then the court no air is it no double standards?
Because of the Supreme Court.
Yeah, can say what we are not saying he should sign it into law. What we are saying is what the relief to say as per the constitution, you know, the bar. President must receive it. So we want the president to receive it. Now, and also the opinion about the bill. And that is the constitutional right. And necessary follow. And it is a ne. Obi the court hotel no person bill number. President must on the issue in court has nothing to do with transmitting it to the presidency. And then but it is to a large extent, because Matisse said, even some meetings were held to decide on the outcome. And that's what has happened. Now the American say, President, look, Ghana for you see if we don't vote this bunch of MPP for out of government, I am telling you, look, you see, are you surprised? I mean, I'm not surprised. And then President wants to turn everything upside down. Respect our traditional authorities because he doesn't believe in our culture and our tradition. You know, the bodyguard, you see the left hand, the country, I was almost sorry. Get up. You respect our demand, you won't ever. And if you have somebody like this who has said, openly said it is bound to happen, and only 3 days we can program be minimum MC in the coin. And America say they must pray for the president. Say who won't even have run him on person saying they must pray for him. Or say president will ma and or ma or money I didn't look. What has having children who are females got to do with the person's attitude towards the tradition and the culture? He doesn't care, and that's what we are seeing. He has no excuse. President Akufo-Addo has no excuse. The only thing is that he doesn't want to sign it. The MPP doesn't want this bill. Attorney, I am telling you what we went through, the frustration that we went through considering this bill in Parliament. You know, Obi Bakachi say MPP for they just didn't want to show true character to the people of Ghana because at the point in time, the way they were frustrating the bill, Speaker, they pose a question. Those who are against it, nobody could do it. Hypocritically, but behind the scenes, they were trying to look. Can you imagine? Several considerations they introduced more than 100 plus amendments. Some of them frivolous, just to frustrate and waste our time on the bill. Because from their top to down, they believe say, sir, practice must come together and go ahead. And they had people who were supporting them. And it is all because of no go few. But what I'm telling you, sir, look, even in the United States now, 5 states, proscribe gayism and lesbianism because women in the consequences. Look, it is not a joke. It is not a joke. The it is not. You know what the harm it is causing to people outside. People are practicing it. Look, and unfortunately, even in advanced countries now, when medical systems, who call some of their hospitals, no, who call hospitals on the labs near the noble who Obronia sebi one journey to ama edia ye we say mo kusibu anam kusibu hu nipa da sene obowa kra na sebi na tefi eba. Okay. Obowa they can't laugh because shock be not say the people in the certain Israeli lady not to they say the way I was smiling at her not say hey you are different. The people here they don't smile. And on one guys when they smile something will drop.
On that note,
we don't want that thing. It is evil. It is devilish. Akufo-Addo and his cohorts must sign this. If they don't, the people of Ghana, I am telling you, if we don't kick them out, Daddy, this is my husband, Asani Tando, this is my wife.
Okay.
This is my girlfriend. Chairman, no the ability. And I don't think you, Chairman, sitting there, you will like that thing.
Thank you. On that note, I feel you call your second and third topic in it. Election moons and minty, the enemy no boom, crusading guide and daily.
Well, Fabra, phone no. Don't make that noise. We are giving you the the privilege.
What's up on phone call?
My God, and this is pushing for power.
I don't do this for you.
You can
do
YouTube.
Mebo like
because a bed they stay be why now I can say now they said an American and then grata no mienu aka no nyina campaign election Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo Eastern Regional Tour said the oba o kan no wakache or say youth employment any or the digitization and fight corruption near the graphic there can say youth empowerment and jobs my focus. Bawumia pledges as he kickstarts election 2024 campaign na Ura John Dramani Mahama there or say se mampani ya na adwen se onu na wo ba beye de wo ye no 2020 se nipa bi mo hwe wonu mo kwa wo election ni mo ni ade no a enya ade a wo mo betwe ma no kra a chade pa wo di beje akire eni se o we hwe abato na feed ne beye boko ade on se mampani aka se o call wa na no se me kwa ba bie mu a me de o ba be di ma ade be ba be kire mu no se na una obetwusu de obedi wa ade ade na ya ba na Ghana for koto ana wa hihye ade no wodam na wa yesa na akwa akofa asemaba enti o say Mahama wants a Kufuado about the election in December. Chairman Yonko 10 minutes minti
unim quick one there be na make say
10 minutes
Ora John Mahama
okay so into the 10 minutes me am fama nya botre o say quick one mo nya no quick one now so ye on there we are then na 10 minutes na
chat so bo no mo mi enti
o mo nwa nsa no wa ye quick one na prince we o mo te
Fako fashion
empany say bema oba bill ewo parliament omunyam passing
how many minutes are there now
say aban actually says so omu pass here president on sign if he say the attorney general can say bibi a private members motion obetimi a pass a bill with a private members motion but enise Adekye bia ebeto aban so and based on that technicality president has said on signing in terms of the idea between parliament and the executive omoshe na omokan ebia sombehwe bill no mahwe bibia it puts a charge on government na omoyi enu ifrihwa then it opens the way for the president to be happy to sign the agreement. And so me personally Benjin they say and I a man is a man, a woman is a woman. Me believe say nipa utimi sorry I say me feeli wo me muse me oba and so ya wo me be mind to me cause no my baby I mean nature created us woman and nyame boy you know what he was doing when he created us like that. And so if you ask me, my personal faith is against it.
What have you said?
Now, if I don't cast up all the same. So you are not listening to your own president. Master, don't make any noise. You're here. What about tape? We are member of parliament. Don't come and twist the statement. I put it there and say, give me one platform. Ora John Mahama Jina wa catch and say. So Ora Nanado and sign bill now or no bar Ghana for to about money or bar best sign to the law say
what else you want him to say?
Well, we have to teach. And so be can be.
What else? And everybody
come out sorry I will do. We are member of parliament. Oh master. We are not fighting. You see when we are desperate for power,
we don't do anything without our leadership. What are you talking about?
You brought what?
We brought the bill.
Now, Deputy Minister of Education, John Timforjo, is he part of you?
When nobody to parliament,
they are sponsors of
let him speak. allow him to speak to the issue.
Mami can be true.
And then you are the one
Chairman, also say Ora John Domani Mama Kasa Mimi GDA.
Yes.
Any Mama Mrende Mesum AT&T Memfuaso.
No, catch us off Waso. You allow me to sit here. You don't no master. You are talking about the law.
Let Nana sense.
Yeah, no. Law now who sign.
In any case,
it's about 30 million people.
We want his view.
This is what we are discussing.
We want his view on it.
And I make a choice.
Let him accept the bill.
And
the view is against it.
30 million people are there.
What I'm saying is we are talking about the law. We are talking about the law. Who are a member of parliament? You are talking to audience. This is a Ghana BBC. Let your leadership as a member of parliament. Rana also said, Usemra Emma Omaimufo, Ghana, TS4, OTS. So, a new rhetorics, a new Yakojina platform, so near your concept. And I said, me catch you. No, hold on. Say, a Kassan Kuanke can ya Kandia, Obia can be.
Now, on not on your president,
on your president, say he has had opportunity. I'm not Professor Mills catch here and say, woman for Misika. Say a gay and on the Bible say you can no your president. I don't know why Namra. Please, why?
Namra way did it emanate from the executive or it emanated from Parliament?
That is where I come crowd and it is easy. Because we executive and they introduce private member motion bill. And that in the constitution
that is not the
most powerful one is the executive to introduce a law to parliament. Not parliament.
So past executive, so the current executive and parliament.
Okay, so no. What I'm saying is that two past presidents, nobody did or person or some come back. You know, he had opportunity to say me introducing this law. So law can't want me. Person introduce that time me I can't want me. Only a bisa no want me. Okay, these the same members of parliament. Muhammad time yanka give once mukroma.
Una can't me I can't want
uni one no catch say e kobisa ne say no call on tini book okofa na danfo so ye gay ye kan once mukroma now ne abi uni ha de nya hwe since that time na bia now up and down to now pay attention. What I am trying to say is that
the book you can say na down for ye gay no ye can ye busa no stance on gayism man.
Opa me yama. The tape is there. Introducing
what did he say?
One-on-one.
What did he say?
That interview. And what I'm trying to say is that they have opportunity. But so we a leader. Now the not catch so a man and woman are there. Obiaje too. Nanado akebi. Nanado son can just support to gay. Nanado can just support to gay. Some can baby.
Also the bill ne.
Oh, now the bill buy. Bill now the buy. Some can just on side. Obi na atam bill ne the court. I don't say court and deal with the matter. Obi na say a bar. Whatever he will decide on. Why don't you talk about that matter? It's me point say, sir, onamu okika and me a Christian. Me a dia. Or no, you Christian or go find a down for some or me chair in the committee man. That time no me say sir again on to me ya madam for. That time no assembly go. So in common now o my who didn't make it as if say a abomination say be nipa ni kura to one society no to me memu. When you have a president
who may be misinforming
who?
Or no nipa no yentai omo and I say I don't think people hate them. It is the act they despise. It is obi wadam for now or was at be anymore and into owning
what are you showing to the society? What are you showing to the society? If that particular person and a more O2 ahani, why embra etiano? One gets a control book we are not going to find some meche. Namaru yetiano yede. And you know, that's was a friend by so son.
No, a friend
no resist man. And not told book man.
That time namra
oh, also dear.
Meso dear sense that time namra no win.
Emrabe na nenu.
And then you walk
also catch and says I'm run on my Ghana, you accept the gay. Already in our constitution
29 no a can snippet of it, but and yet concrete.
And yet concrete why it is only the punishment that is not in it.
It's not true.
go one constitution
some of them enimu because you can natural canal knowledge and you can get no kwan you can but kai say the queers are there the sex are there the intersex are there the non-binaries are there and so nyina but that time no 1960 no o share no at 29 anymore. Does it talk about the queer?
But did they sponge it out of our 1992 constitution?
No.
So what I'm trying to say is that
so yeah, but I'm running near concrete and that.
Okay, concrete, yeah. Then you are not being fair to the constitution.
Why? Okay.
If you say concretized, you are not being fair to the constitution. Okay. The laws were there. Okay. There were specific punishment were not in the constitution. That is what they have introduced now.
So
don't veer out. There was natural law that is against
natural canal knowledge. And you have transgender.
You see.
I can't transgender.
And you know I'm not the buy on bed more transgender anymore. Oh, to a multi screen. So the point is that and Komona Omudino. It is their desperation for power.
No.
They are intentionally pushing that agenda. And Obienu will catch us also support to Oklahoma. But specifically, what I am saying is that specifically,
take advantage. You take advantage of that.
Oh no, it's very important because it's the life of the people. Because the audience, get the right feeling where the members are trying to do and to say Akufo-Addo must sign. What I'm trying to say is that it is clearly say they are using it
and says all sign.
The law, when I'm going to say, Nanado can't just one sign, and our Nanado can. Quote me wherever Nanado can just one sign law. Now, what? Oh, now crowd and I was about to say. Adia we go file tape by the member of parliament, but what tape me and TSN and John Mahama can't have what I say, want me improve. What I'm trying to say is that Nanado can't just one sign law.
I don't sign it.
What is happening is that a citizen of this country have his right. And not the law now my person echo court.
Yeah.
Now it's okay.
There's no law yet.
Let the court.
There's no law yet. There's no law before the Supreme Court.
Okay, now so and now it's no argument here.
So they are now all court.
Let's say who the argument to be here.
Okay.
You don't come in the argument.
Let's nothing before the on because why am I uncle anymore? Because that time now catch is a case what court no. You know there was no case in court. Okay, and objection we are don't co answer na rate no APA say crash be court. So don't let us but it is okay. Let us make
the point is that Okra Okasa now you are also not being fair to Nanado.
Oh, why?
Oh yeah, it's true. So Oka catch and say, oh the idea commander, that you miss a parliament to the
parliament has passed a law now to replace
now be a court ana.
Why Nanado can say in court?
Now
now we need no the near 7.
Oh,
were you aware? And as the next Nanado can just say 7
buy and date any time also.
Oh, now I'm talking about the time. I'm talking about the time. So
it's now Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and
I don't hear it. Maybe I will not put in number. You can never come and use the anti-gay law to do the thing.
Not them, nothing. What am I for marriage?
And what that them there. It's foot on the man no answer.
You can't defend.
Imagine say back to our topic in this discussion. So when you just just by election.
The point is receive the bill.
And I won't receive that in one side.
Now
sign it on your own. One more pass on. And I
receive the bill for us.
So what is your problem?
Bill no catch yeah, all the mun can me say me unfair. Of I will now share first topic and the second topic is of start. Let's go.
But anti-gay no dey.
I'll be come kakra. Yenko.
That's it.
His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Baumia.
Yes, John Dramani Mahama ni na election campaign.
Yes.
Olosun carry you.
Osun mi awa no kakra.
Somehow.
Chairman. Please.
No, they can't went not to him.
Say
I beg.
His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bomi was saying.
Obe creating your youth, any focus, any empowerment, any sort of digitization, become corruption, and that one.
And a chairman person Becca as a papa down. But I can't come met to you be my voice now. Wouldn't boy George?
Debut.
We're a British gay. Now, reggae be a bomber and ado. What did you say? How do you say?
Regular boy.
This is a question. It's Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I think say the other two regard Numa, especially the youth. No question. But I must also say, and you know,
thank you. Sorry, Wati. Mami nko so by election. Na munya kwa mo me ko Margaret now ewo ejeto fumesha na yenhwe sen na about on the course ho magi akwa aba
me do so ya
sen na about on the course ho
nine police stations na share mako aprobo for 9 police stations na existe anapa eba na bobe 6 almost 6 na me share asabe ni dia ko piem ewo last police station Noda Hotel. The Shase Fitis Palace, Etwasuko Community Center, Pentecost Church, Catholic Church, Riverside Academy, Anglican Basis, ME Basis, Anglican Primary School, and Noda Hotel. Na Sabe the Ebana bought an apart 17, you know. Na Miami bi wo hono mane yen sha se me dise mu mo kire mu se inka indelible inka omo twen se ebeba na abato na sese so na nyam be dru honom bebi nso wo honom ma me dru hono na isi ayekado enso na nipa bia eni honom a okoso abano that way dey uko bebi se no da hotel a registered voters are expected to beto aba 647 out of that you know emu 63 eni tumi abeto aba in same as at now 63 eni tumi abeto aba wo honom. Baby to say Anglican primary, nipa 500 and I register 61 and I added to aba so far. Baby so honoma nipa 10. When you not say 10 out no poor. Attendance no voters are or to aba no attendance no poor. Nemum ye would say enkosi say area ebeduni de na nipa bebre na etumi ako to aba no. Me drew baby no basa ya na me nsemi wan say esi wo mia ni bi say ekuo bi bo and I accuse another group say omo etitiska eno na kwaye me nsemi wan say bia na nka pega ne ho so wo kakra na so aposifo ntem do omo patrol car ni dru hono ma omo tumi aso we bia no a bia ensi wo hono.
Enti sesi ade bibia ye boko wo ho.
Sesi ade bibia ko so boko.
Baby a o man to me start na fe de o man start.
Afa de o man start an.
Okay. E na adum wan so dede ne basa yi bia mai.
Ko so wo mia bi de na mo aposifo mi dru ho ntema na omutumi economic situation na the na actually the other camp say omutiteska ebi mu so mo evidence ebi mu so mo ehu se no na ma mebunu na ewo ho no bebre na etu omo hu bu monten so na omo ye dede pa
Obama ge say nipa 6 na ejina omo free political parties ye 3 independent for ye 3 enti hwan mu na echeska hwan mu na
one independent candidate honorable Ediome ne camp and accuse the MPP candidate honorable lawyer Kwabna say ne camp etitiska is no na de ne se me hwan se kakra e bai na mo say the camp has been restored.
Oh, okay, all right. Any to aso na udu baby for so awa me ate wonka ye mi aba Margaret na na yete na man ye free register no by election no ekoso of fire me da sia fe yanko.
Now me say Dr. Bawumia has hit Dr. Bawumia has hit the nail right on the head. Regards say nyuma ye be create not true a mabun enye biaye. But again no enye ono nko ane obi a wa promise say oba obe create nyuma ama mabun enye biaye. Every president, every candidate of these two political parties have promised same every time they have been campaigning. And unfortunately or interestingly, a Juma unemployment rate, and over 13%. You see, I do 14. Enti eno na ema ye baby say ho say anye bia no what are the mechanisms how they be gu akwan so na anase nhihye be na wodi gu ho a ebema obabu no wenye adwuma aye. I believe strongly say skills ye be hand over no e be train pa no it will be with the person forever more or less. And there be a Yusu Kumase shoe factory and then Drapon textile factory as an example. Ene akosombomo. So we Ghana hanyina Kumase ne regional ye shoes fi ho pa. The reason being that a honey first regional ye be a shoe factory e wo Ghana ha. Na ye state owned. Nkrofo ya for modjuma bebro mo ye adwuma ho. Fofia nto atai tu Kwame Nkrumah aban ne guye no. Omo ana omo ye adwuma ho nyina no they lost their jobs. A factory ne be guye. E be guye because they had acquired skills. Italian trainers in the barber training Ghana for how to make shoes. And your shoes those days was one of the best on the world market. Was near Fika Krabeka Chimota sandals ne sa no manoma. Empty because they were idle. Now so more skills in intino. They started doing the shoes in their own homes. Omo chassis omo ye inti omo ya omo ma ene omo nanamo those days na family system no fani and necessary na ye mu atiti bebrebe no wo be kofie ba ko nipa bebre ndi se papa or yeshua ne ma ehwe ne wo fase mo hwe na omo sua. That is the reason why Kumasi that skills can never be taken from them, right? Oko Japan area when akosombo testers ne sa areas na Kwame Nkrumah address ye twitwa ntoma no a ehun piece no na omomfo no anase sa omanfo no mo ho no na omo akosisa na omo de ye sumue na reefs I dey to and national no and those skills are still there. Time na Commander sugar factory ye adwuma na ye dua ahwedie bebre no the videos are there. Every time a school for be makwan no both abrofo ne before nyina they went to the farm to harvest the sugar cane to feed the factory. And all those things a tomato factory Palugu a friend saying canned beef whatever water star canned beef those days no ye makwan enkola mbabunu ekoho ekosua said ye see no into skills had been handed over to them. But unfortunately, you continue on that trajectory. And now, me no can say, a dear numa partner a walk after school, you better say industrial attachment in Crawford or Quacoye in Yuma. And then Colani Yamakoya warning Nobondema our for say a bow into Moja Mukumuyi. Ye bow into Moja Moyumuyi. This is what is happening. Into me pay a coin and as I say, ye better say, state in also. As a bigger spender of the taxpayers' money, and also investing in large-scale industrial setup. Said the Bay opposite TV Africa. One who sat down Keseni Sihon, and now the amount say Lebanese phone India phone now one day year warehouse and other things. Those days, and Tadiana singlet a whole one T-shirt. That was where it was being sold across the regions. No, now so one district, one factory. Never baby. Into your pam tadia will happen. I mean, ye exporto echo other countries with in our own a year. Ghana for one yes a bruni be no ye, and then you know go a meat factory war your first Jolu Junction traffic lighting, and then Asoria Koto or the Aya Asori Perez Dome. We call North Industrial Area. All the setups there, factories the one in sorry Koto. Now sorry for na kwa sorry no na so for no wakoto sa factory no was sank oji collection you was say ma where you appoint your friend saying application letter no maso na ye bom pa ye ma mo ni adwuma ye me wa adwuma no ba bia nko be ye no waje de ya sorry you understand and he said doc akan we ya fa modalities demra no say na meye. The private sector, no, it is good, say, you will create an enabling environment for them to grow. But Aban so invest in the large-scale sector, productive sector. Not yem pushy in because of the free SHS, no. Or move the bar, they can come and acquire skills said the bay at that chain, yes, they will rely on government for employment. And also, once everybody has something doing or manimuno, they will be able to stay. In fact, I can even cross regional integration plan and can be reduced kakra. So you feel sabi cross your bank line, your bottom people. So what be a human kitting various areas now have a vibranter and can starch factory. Private person be no at all. Meanwhile, buying the taxpayer sika and or the share same. Recommended sugar factory a sengu. Intine kwana so wana so wakansa na emum no nhihye no oma yehu how obego about it. Digitization nkwa no
John Mahon
unim nhihye bi eni hono ba omiade ba.
Enyo no na onene kasa o kasa.
Nhihye bi eni hono ba omiade ba. Na sense so when she say then what he's telling the whole world any year nyina say that she say ni nyina kire Akufo-Addo you be impervious to advice. Otherwise sanka ni she say odi bay bibia ewo hodomo ati ase ebitumi aye adwuma anka ye nye say enne ya increase unemployment from 8 to 14% enne. And the man is still in government. You see the contradiction of that man. I mean, say Uabemu, Mutem no and it has not ended, and we are supposed to be working for the people of Ghana to use their hard-earned taxes, you know. Then you and into who ideas be as I say, who prefer those ideas, you know, say, because between now, here Uchi come and then Ekopim 10 obi crown to me a country what do you call it 10 days and if you think that you have all this under your sleeves now who do you train after 2025 and sana obi be ba ama ya nya adwuma dia let's say you nyina you and sana you be do but today we are paying you as a sitting vice president. You told us what you what you are bringing on board. Nana Akufo-Addo catch here say odo ba because you are an economic weak kid. Who you special and odo buy. What has been your contribution? What are you doing now between now and December? What are you doing to take us out of this the current doom so ayi wom here? What are you doing about? Because you without energy ejuma no any because you need power to work. And then me no can say me buy me inform me go for you say me buy UTV until that you listen to me. Me do one friend say light off. Now him on say morning shows near business dey me be more areas. Or what thought TV see hono and na o ba be hwe anu give 2 CD. No akwakotra hono. Oh yes. No to ahwe. And then on yes can fan to kuku. The business no akola pass. I collapse now. Say you are coming to create job for them. Are you thinking of them? Think about it now. Bring all the kind of ideas you have. Bring them on board now. Unless you are telling us, say, Nana Akufo-Addo say, "Oh, ideas now, oh no," and Nyautama say only a bit tibo to move. That's how say the money on could on control ye. Now, you never go teacher. Why don't you jump out of it? Freeway, resign if you think that Akufo-Addo is not listening to you. Resign if you feel that Akufo-Addo, the oil and yet the numbers are already here. You also say no, they already 50. Uber appointed 50 ministers. What you levy a few on. Now to tap on the levy by your Kuntokwano, you never heard his voice. A very principled person would have resigned. But today, what are you telling us? Hey. Drivers mate uka na ofre akra no ana kumasi moment one district one fast moment free education moment teachers are suffering moment nurses are suffering moment and then you are turning around to come and tell us say this Uber driver seat no one sana do seats be adwuma na Baumia, please. Ghanaians are tired of the lies. Give us a break. Who will be here to say, I said, no, can see John Mama, or be vice president way for 8 years. So we'll be newer. I don't know how to implement it. Why didn't you advise Akufo-Addo or bring those things on board? But what did we hear or what did we see? We only heard his, economic theories. And then the fundamentals are very, very good. So the exchange rate is now 14 cedis to the dollar. The fundamentals are very, very good. And then who your business? Now, hither to know if you needed 100,000 to go and procure your goods now you need times 10. Times 10 of the same, times 10. And send out to the same goods. So there's no expansion. All that is happening now is the crazy loot and share in this country. And it's no Baumiano, Matisa Waka so obey you see digitalization, no the idea. Look, already the cost was SML. Where is this digitalization and SML? And send a woman we are. Me see, he has no idea. He has nothing under his sleeves. He has no plans. There are no details. He's just, talking. Big mouth like he did before. And the people of Ghana should not take him serious. He is not the person who can lead us out of this situation. The person who is ready, the nation builder, is ready on the touchline and ready to replace. And now, Mika said, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I can't tell Nana Akufo-Addo say, and you're not be seeing him. Or see or no, he is not going to hand over to him. You see, power now running more to some stage. Man, here one day. Because me fear I'm not dinner no the catcher and him for this almost sorry now. Not say tally. To pay an age count. Because I'm surprised about his attitude. Be up him power. No, power is something. But the people of Ghana must decide. And I would advise, say, if we want our freedom, if teachers want their freedom, headmasters want their freedom, heads of various institutions want their freedom to apply one professional, discipline and one then we must all help in kicking out this bunch of radicals. One more government. Now you for Medamasi. Oh, no, another opportunity.
Oh, one can't topic we no crown say yes, na mo yes and go back to
this topic. No, this idea.
No.
I can no social.
Let's talk aside.
Let's talk. No,
go far.
No, can't say 1 minute. Then I'll do both video.
Okay, finally.
And I mean it's okay.
Finally, 2 minutes.
Finally,
NDC has never gone.
Chairman, what shall I say? No.
Masha say no. Adekye. That was you see to me eba abri na e was said you bia ekrekura nefa na baby akodu no papa na all ba no em say hu ndi so abiribiri no e na ma opposition tem bia omo da on na but you see why they won Nanado efa ora Baumia as his running mate no and this is peace there in their life. Even if you check your records from the year 2020 elections between John Mahama and Nanado, they never mentioned Nanado in any way. Oh, yeah, because Nanado can contest no nka. Now because a contest to name between John Mahama and your friends Nanado. It was all about Baumia, knowing very well, say he's the future of this country. Otiase, and Ampa, Osha Namoa yet to all this while. With all the difficulties we are still Ghana NDC can never compare their records to the MPP. And based upon this, far from the era of the NDC and the MPP, MPP 1, MPP 2, NDC from revolution, NDC 1, NDC 2. And near money factories they happen. Now ya tomato factory no state all it was done in the NDC era. It was done clearly in the NDC era. The factories Juma ne crack Ghana or my Ghana no. Yes, state at the your friends divestiture. moto ni nyina you sold everything we the okay o do ya be say history the chemistry now here in politics na say that tiase eti krom ha from 1981 diversity implementation or my diversity implementation
at the time
did when you bring who catch you say for why ready who pay vote into what catch them say by YouTube into be and show why we see do kania when you bring kania so na introduce them so into moment me I want to blame no from 1981 to the year 2000 diversity implementation factories are working on in this in the ton and we are telling us say you the ton be ni anyi catch them one factory or more panic for inherit 2001 or ton back so the point is very clear you don't have what it takes to create jobs about me catch Ghana for ni say and a day right now as I know 2 years can say digitalization has started that employment emma we say and these days Uber no money ade nyina say the nyina can digitalization and I'm about that Uber through your phone now you pay through that and I'm about do you know how many employment that has been created and this era opa compare in Baumias and Anado's era in Ipadudu decide omo employment in Uber. Even America they can tell you for the fact say there's like your caliber our Marco school chemistry students me chemistry teachers no Uber what you say now a lot of people and ohima to we be a warehouse on fee and ameboa o to me niam oton
warehouse ben me
the woman say a lot of people now through digitization and the mokola ayekui udi wani bua eso to say who because
a lot na Uber say by answer na mampani ba
me na me bisa say question na me kind want you me say number of employment that Uber mu no e ba when obeka John Mahama time na
one can say musa na
edi 8 years I can't na edi
Uber na buy
na Uber buy all the one say your research Uber buy per edi 10 years
what's it
edi 10 years
e ba Ghana na say
e ba Ghana me can Ghana sem ye can implement in Ghana okay over for phone one data me was so crown so dating the woman say and what say what it has created for us what you say digitization and your sorry himrachini ye tumrika komokola a lot of people are trading on the platform about in 2016 now 2016 that's now 2016 now for that time we so crying
the backbone the backbone of
that's economy was established I don't know why a program and now say bibia tie si as bibia tie gu because the for na nya so wa beto abama oloma nyantina hawa and for na kese o show so ma to abama oloma me na o nyantina I said dum so na introduce you to kwa na catch you see the problem is that building nation there are other things that is adding up these days and it is clearly for a leader bet me I can't try and say this is the platform this is the way we are going this time what you say and amount cultural plane they say nipa creating employment self-employment trading who say Ghana ade ba ko a ye ade pa self-employment what you say my nam kromu ton ade si omuti ani ade nyina ene nimdie nti any baby amodunti a lot of them are going through that digitization and it has got to the level ye nyina ye nim say your banking sector digitization all these are the areas which can help the nation to expand the economy that we are talking about today can say oba ye osi onihwe na obi se wakwa ko di vice president ede na odiaba ora John Mahama sabi ora Baumia odi president dawo it in common you cannot compare the two anya shekran odi you onyame ye wadom o vice president or compare also untiase no now you're vice president ampa ye di to me ma o kire the difference between the president and the vice president. Even within 6 months. 6 months. Udi na wa da no pa. Obi fa phone frɛ o ka kyerɛ say Mira, unim, me person be bɔ ma chidom na be di me vice president. Oni ni ye adwuma. The last 6 months, the same thing. Na no mu ye adwuma no. 6 months to your elections. Nyame be frɛ ne kran. You change everybody. You change the cabinet. Now cabinet to Timubi. It is a difference in these two. Some common on the Tiabontin air country also. Or your vice president. Other than one country and I do not ABCD. Udie you yanko and now put two. Yeah, that's sorry. Yeah, now or mills not occur. And your best swear as a president. Ubedia Kunyano. Less than an hour, you name a different cabinet. So today, say Oko pre to me. Any amount 4 solid years. What was your dimension? A weak candidate. You put the nation into a quagmire. On my one record. On my one record. On my one record. Or the airport, how mu any maniemu open sign up some 40.
Bro, funny doors.
Or the airport, any maniemu. Eduma guye edu baby o era o main ne yenhu boni ane yaye ne yenhu amanie any your friends say or how atu yasi. But you told us say me Owura John Mahama me nye magician na me di adwuma ana me di sika ahye Ghana for bottom ene o ka kire yen say wadu baby wakoda so daye 8 years in opposition. Up to now, on one track record, and I say hope. We don't mean the hope with the Debbie American, you see, you can't say, you said them, papa, but you GD. On my one hope, oh, right, John Mahama catcher and say, you signed your Kunyani manner. This is how Ghana is going to be. On Kabako.
Thank you. On that note, Madam Mwase, Papa, panel. More better, time.
No, but
I know said no one is a for channel. Monday because of who pay votes. And some are okay. That's all the problem. Monday 14th. There's another regular panel. So this senior prefect. It no the that's right. You mean that's it. That's 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Let's go.
Yeah. All Casano. The Mantina Simon, no can Hamantia say. I didn't understand Matthias. Oh, say. It is the same confusion about your team and all the number. Because to remind him that John Dramani Mahama or
Chairman Power.
That's 6 months once it's on the cabinet. It was the same cabinet on the Ejuma.
You know, crowd there.
We need election 2012, and that was
and it's the ministers.
Well, the minister His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, and then only a certain foundation, and now, but we about digitization and whatever near the United States, yeah, or no, and or the bag Ghana. You have forgotten to say, and son. Odo beba no na obi the communications minister awa hanom and na ono no ma yenya what you call it mobile network extensively ono no champion you know the extension of the fiber optic to Ghana afenya nyina enne uja bumpugu kwa ubenya what you call it resetting ewo honom. He has forgotten because ono he think that say digitization is only about having applications on a platform. Anything about her no be as I see what do you call it? Buy because on the BB new Google. We're using Google. Ghana Hano. As I see GPS. Gogo. We had the Gogo here. And to tell him to say, Uber started in this country. And Sana, Nana Kufuado ni Baumia, one year, one called Flagstaff House on. But you see, it is right knowledge. Say, our numbers are increasing. People are buying cars. People are looking for opportunities. Now, you know why the number of Uber drivers now increasing around Canada. One buy no good banks no. One good banks no near there no. Bank managers near there one more cars near there no. They decided to become Uber drivers. It is a numbers need increase here. Enye one no we say what you call it Uber the buy and the numbers need increase here. It's because they created a certain redundancy and people have to look for jobs. And one more under share one more. Anything million Ghana for His Excellency Don Mahama say, and then the way to go is Anwejuma, and it is Obabe share is Anwejuma mukena.
3 minutes up.
Obabe share mukena, and Oba incentivize ejuma to the extent say amount for benya cheap energy. Now we are running the 24 economy na na can one seven.
Okay.
And it the hope and you hope na can it is backed by pragmatic steps what can want them. Let's say we are this relief. And yes the type of what do you call it one district one factory when we do a Bugana for no. Thank you.
Thank you. 3 minutes. Time to by 10:15 you should.
The best year is like better airtime. 3 minutes here we be kan someone why you who can me dey me who baby are now dey free body kwakusi. But and I say a telephone and I say telephone etie. Say na be dey account ntino. A telephone etie yen no enim baby a o man echichireko. And I'm saying I am them say sir this 2024 elections a track record and ye dey be din komo and then the track record clearly say Mahama I mean at this time
the contradiction
I am ya pa say nka tell me to na say kono na nka omdi ye NDC candidate kura na nka make sure say nka beboa because clearly it gave clear indication say the weak candidate are modern aban oni bibia magana phobia dia kan nyina yese obetoto ayampia saa na ode ikono na dia na oka che Ghana fo e ka ode ka anya hwe kura nka watena chire 8 years wa form cabinet pen ka ode o si na nado ni oru abawumia aban anya hwe no they are corrupt the employment the oma me hwe no ka by this time ka to me fa one area per eka chere say me Owura John Mahama mo di tumi mamia anamo a metumi I'm going to bring farming to this level I'm going to do this I'm going to do that oh sorry now the 24-hour economy now they are crest now they are about chest
that's right
without even giving one detail out of it and I slogan and I
not in this country
you see where on my way now we're there now kind there now kind the I say be hwe chemical be fraud you na ya sorry akwa the year can say Ghana for 80 Ghana kanko any Ghana nchirima edida so no enye no ehon komo ena sabi wo kire say wo alternative government ena wabeboa moman no akoninim it is clearly say sabi baby aye gina yi Owura John Mahama he can offer us anything
na Baumia
o ti ase na Owura Baumia obi akonya ni bida oh
let's go
papa ikasa ya na me di ade kire papa
say me ma ta fire
other mami land I
mean point out the contradiction nipa no di bida
the clear visionary leader and we articulating
what do you go ebi wo
from the I also who come as a name super so who trade no be kaba ko pa na fe wo so baby as a nwure no but me and hami in the sense that
now the panel to your president now the track record
it na comparative now mo all the time mo kwesi say
the way you talking about
so then compare John Mahama and Nado don't compare John Mahama and Baumia
thank you
na Ghana for na ebe to abala ahwe baby a tumi no ye de o mani da so ebe boy
Baumia wo listing ko na budi na chi
thank you
omi ehunu wa pusu bibia o ya ntiku
we topic name say His Excellency the former President John Mahama catch and another say on share Nensenkan
no yeah argument oba introduce ne obi oba bedi na konya fine politics nti ho kwan so answer but Ghana konya na nyefie konya we no free ho say NDC so once Nanado and his team consistently say on win election they know what they are talking about and can anybody who will sit back and analyze the system very well ebehun be election echo but the incumbent insists that they win the election and this what try now we are say oh Alan break sister so be kaya afidie we so na meka say Alan etia wate no ho akwoti afrafanto no me man up to by September 2024 a lot of his people would have been bought out but the census decision say it is likely impossible say only the first person to be a wako independent obenya parliamentary candidate. I said that and it's on record here nti die ekono wo we opposition especially the NDC na se moye madwen say Alan ntin ho na wate ne ho no ebe in your to more benefit you may be joking because abrantie be a friend adenta komi boy madam for pa wire press conference aka say o mate o mo fi Alan that guy waka say oni Alan as severe a relationship no na ni on the paper basis 600 or 6,000 o mate o mo ho no a shock me in the sense say only Alan or to say it means that my predictions are coming true say before 2024 election NPP knowing them the way they do their things they would have brought back a lot of the people omudi Alan echi but likely say Alan Benya candidate to represent in parliament and also your high into NDC omonto to omakwan wie because Nanado consistently says say ombe win election Dr. Baumia says same. The communicators say same. They know what they are doing. They use, in conclusion, they can use the systems. And I keep on saying of late, say, elections are no longer won at the polling station. They are won behind the scenes. And the behind the scenes is the transmission of the numbers from the various polling stations to the central point.
MPP communication team member Honorable Ebenezer Oklitete be MP Lower Menya Krobo besi NDC amanyoko nana yeda mwanse munko to aso echiro Azelvog eno share matadie yekoso akayo say Azelvog epa memema niema whereby Azelvog efepa enti we obema o contact Azela wonso obe share watadie fefe friend 0244155266 and Zenils and Beauty eton emi papa efe eyeshe fata na eche be friend 05538372001 yema adwumayefo nyina adwuma o ayiko nyame adom a okchina eye adwumayefo da eye 1st May Day enti yede kai adwumayefo ne omomodemo ne adwumawura no so momodemo eni se mobema adwuma no eni akatua no aye pena adwumayefo nya akomato ye mu na echina de parade bia mobeku bia no ye behwe ne yetie bia mobeka fa montento no ho eye senate no na ade achi a ye di ho nkomo tinyame adomo a ye wo no ya wada yakram
yo